Now from downtown Cleveland, MLB Network brings you baseball from Progressive Field. It's the home opener of this new season between the Detroit Tigers and the Cleveland Indians. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Trevor Bauer gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matty. Trevor Bauer, former first-round pick out of UCLA, has been a little bit inconsistent in his career. Good fastball, 94 to 96 miles an hour. Terrific 12-6 curveball. The only problem is, at times, he has a difficult time commanding that curveball. As a changeup, if he has the curveball, he could be really good.
Here's Leonis Martin, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Fouled off. Another full count pitch home. Again, he sends it out of play. Once again, a 3-2. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Next up for Detroit, Jose Iglesias. Bauer has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one. Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
The 2-2. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting third, first baseman, Miguel Cabrera.
Next for the Tigers, Miguel Cabrera. Just underway here in Cleveland. Two balls and a strike to the Tigers' first baseman.
Well, when you're behind an account like this pitcher is, it's a good time to work in something off speed if you're confident in it. Most hitters are looking for fastball.
Now the 2-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. That's a hit. The first of the new campaign for Detroit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter. I know there's 2 outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Stepping in now, Nicholas Castellanos. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Lindor has got it, and the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, 1 man left on. It's the Tigers nothing. Tribe coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Michael Fulmer gets the ball for the Tigers in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, thanks, man. On the bump, Michael Fulmer. Boy, what really turned his career around, learning the straight changeup. Always had a big arm when he came up in the Mets farm system, but since he arrived in the big leagues, more than that big arm, the fastball 95 to 97 miles an hour. Straight changeup, one of the best in baseball. Also has a curveball to go along with it. If he brings the changeup and the good one with him, he will be really tough to hit.
Number 22 will also come in now as he takes over out in center. Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Fulmer, a 25-year-old. This is his first year at the big league level. The 1-2. Sent on the ground out to second. And there's one down now.
Batting second baseman
Jacoby Jones is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right.
This change defensively for the Tigers. Now playing right field.
So one away here with
Number
the bases
21.
empty. And standing in now, the power-hitting second baseman, Jason Kipnis. One out, nobody on. Hit on the ground out to short. Machado fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, two gone.
Batting third baseman Jose Ramirez.
In now for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. No one aboard for him, and two gone here in the first. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball two. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Martin is under it, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. So stepping in, Jacoby Jones, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning. The 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Another try at 2-2. Line drive to left. Geyer is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Into the box now, James McCann. Count remains full. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Batting seventh, center fielder.
Standing in, number 22. He'll hit from the left side of the plate in this matchup. Liner toward left. And we'll go a little deeper into the top of the second. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Number 22 has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
In now, Nico Goodrum.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning.
One left for Detroit. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Edwin Encarnacion now. He'll start it out against Michael Fulmer to begin the inning. Ripped down the line. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Two-seamer fighting to get inside. He closed the screen door right there. Nice base hit down the line.
Brandon Guyer.
At the plate, Brandon Guyer. The 2-1 home. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Encarnacion gets his lead at first, nobody out. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Standing in now, Lonnie Chisenhall. Chopper to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Right fielder, Tyler.
Striding in for the Indians, Tyler Naquin. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. The 3-1. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs. And now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Stepping into the box, Roberto Perez. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Indians strand a couple. Will move to the 3rd with no score. Into the box now, Dixon Machado. And he'll start out their half of the 3rd. Top of the order to follow. Now the 1-1 pitch. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
The 1-2. Hit in the air down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-2. Lifted in the air out to center field. Zimmer's in pursuit. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, left fielder, Leonis Martin.
Riding in once again, Leonis Martin. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
The count is 1-2.
The 1-2. Ground ball left side. And that's the second out.
Third baseman, number 1, Jose Iglesias.
Ready for another chance? Jose Iglesias. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-1. Popped up. Chisenhall moving to his left, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tigers. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Digging in, Bradley Zimmer as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Francisco.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Francisco Lindor. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Into the box, Jason Kipnis. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Down the third baseline. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Hey, that's a nice job by the batter right there. Left-handed batter going down the third baseline. You don't see that happen too often. A lot of things have to go right. And with the third baseman playing off the line, whoop, that's a nice job of hitting right there.
Stepping in now, Jose Ramirez. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. On a line, that's a base hit into left field.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Into the box now, Edwin Encarnacion. Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul. Now the 3-2 pitch. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, a single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brandon Guyer, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. After it is Martin. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. 3 left for the Indians. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. A base hit in his first trip.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
The 2-2 one more time. Scorched to third. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th.
Great reactions on that one, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make the throw, and of course he did that too.
Standing in now, Nicholas Castellanos. And that's low, ball 4.
The right field number 21,
Jacoby Jones, the next to hit. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, at the plate, he kind of got bailed out on that previous pitch. I think it should have been a strike. Then he goes down looking, and you really can't feel too sorry for him. Not a lot of protecting with 2 strikes there.
In now, James McCann. In the dirt here. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And that's going to move that runner into scoring position now.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
And a full count for James McCann. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Started that swing a bit too early. The 1-2. Misses inside off the plate.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball's coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Missed with a slider.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. He'll try it again, 3-2. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And that's off the left field wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
You could hear the solid contact all the way up here, and I thought we were going to have our first run of the game right there. Gets all the way to the fence, but it stays in the park, so he'll have to be okay with the double.
And next will be the versatile Tyler Naquin, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
Now the 1-1 pitch. A little bouncer. But that one rolls foul. Chisenhall stands at second with no outs. That's lifted the other way out to left. Martin has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. Now at the plate, Roberto Perez looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. 3-2 pitch. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And that'll bring in the San Diego product, Bradley Zimmer. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And the run will score as the Tribe strikes first to lead it 1-0. And this is pretty cool, guys. Not only is that his first big league hit, it's also his first major league RBI. Not a bad way to get your career started.
Yeah, no doubt, Matty. He took care of the 2 first with 1 swing of the bat. So congrats to him on achieving something that's really special that he's worked so very hard for. He'll never forget this moment as long as he lives.
Throw over to the bag, and the runner back safely. Stepping in now, Francisco Lindor. And he swings here and sends one in the air deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 1-2. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Digging in to try it again, number 22. Switch hitter batting left here. Now the 2-1 pitch. Is strike 2 swinging.
We're at the count 2-2.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Now batting, Nico Goodrum. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. The 2-1 home is in there for strike number 2. Popped him up, but this will land untouched. A runner at first with no outs here. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Into the box, Dixon Machado. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Hit out towards second. Kipnis has it. The throw pulls him off the bag.
And everyone knows that you set the tone on opening day, and that's not the kind of tone they want to set. They made fielding a priority in the spring, but it doesn't translate on that play. Might be some early season jitters, too.
Into the box now, Leonis Martin. Popped up. In there, a base hit. The throw to third. And they won't come close to getting him. He's in there at third. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Now batting.
Yeah, it's always nice to get a run right back after you've given one up to the guys in the other dugout. So he squares this thing up really well to drive in a run and ties us up at 1.
In now, Jose Iglesias. Swing and a little tapper. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. Machado at third. Martin is over at second with 1 down in the inning. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit. And both runners will score as they've taken the lead here at 3-1.
Hey, even though we're in the middle of this one here, D-Roll, that's a big base hit and 2 RBIs to boot.
Yeah, you never know when it's going to come, Dan. But when you see runners in scoring position, you're up to plate, your eyes light up, and you have to come through for the team. Great at bat right there.
Stepping in now, Miguel Cabrera. Line to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down for long. That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. Bottom line is this guy has bat-to-ball skills. You knew he was going to get hot eventually.
Nick Castellanos now. 3 across so far in the inning and another 2 out there on base.
Yeah, Matt, and this inning's really starting to get away from them on the defensive side of the ball. Stranding the rest of those guys out here feels absolutely essential for them at this point.
Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Heading out toward shallow right. Naquin's under it. 2 down. Digging in once again, Jacoby Jones. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Now the 3-2 pitch. Full count still. The next 3-2. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. And the throw's offline a bit as it gets by him at third. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one.
Hey, D-Roy, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs and looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
Popped up. Perez is there, and that retires the side. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Last half of the 5th coming up. Tigers are out in front, 4-1. Leading off the inning, Jason Kipnis, and they'll need him to get something going here. Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled away. Another payoff pitch. And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Well, when you go with a slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Ready for another shot now. Jose Ramirez. He singled his last time up.
I mean, what a diamond in the rough Jose Ramirez has been for Terry Francona and the Cleveland Indians. This guy burst on the scene in 2016. Just absolutely set that lineup on fire. They were looking for a guy to bail out Michael Brantley and the production they would miss from him in the lineup, and Jose Ramirez filled that admirably.
Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion. It was a walk in his last trip. Set to deliver on 2-1. Now he extends nicely, and this ball driven to right field and deep. Gone. He finds the short porch for a home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
This one left the bat, I thought it was going to be an easy out to right, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and the right fielder gave it a great effort and almost brought it back, but no dice.
Standing in now, Brandon Guyer. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one as that's the first out of the inning.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it's bothering him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
Into the box now, Lonnie Chisenhall. The count now at 2-2. Both teams with 6 hits so far. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
skied into straightaway right. Jones is after it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Right fielder, number 30.
Now in the box, Tyler Naquin. He flew out in his last at-bat. Boy, not close again. His 3rd walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Ready once again, Roberto Perez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. The 3-2 pitch. Count still full, 3-2. The 3-2 one more time. Swinging a soft liner. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Man, he got the front foot down right there, kept the front shoulder up, and was able to stay inside that ball for a soft liner in the center.
In now, Bradley Zimmer. And the changeup is way low that time.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Naquin over at second. Perez at first, 2 out in the inning. Two balls and 2 strikes to Bradley Zimmer. And it looks like a right-hander's got enough to throw in the Tiger bullpen. Pulled toward right center field. Jones is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Indians hang a crooked number thanks to this 3-run home run. Through 5 innings, all even now at 4 apiece. Tyler Olson is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Tyler Olson.
Number 22 will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. The 1-1. This ball's grounded foul. Line to the right side, but he will come on strong out there in right and pull this one down for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Nico Goodrum.
Ready once again, Nico Goodrum. No hits to this point. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Naquin's under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, Georgia.
Riding in once again, Dixon Machado. 4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Now the 2-1 is put in play to the right side of the infield. Kipnis has it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th, and we are tied 4-4.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Tigers, number 45, Buck Farmer.
Now it's the all-world all-star shortstop Francisco Lindor. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Matty, he checks every box. Charisma, smile, hits from both sides of the plate with pop, defense, you name it. GM's dream right here.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Francisco Lindor becomes the first out in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jason Kipnis. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. "4-4 is our score as we play the 6th. Heading out towards shallow right. Jones in a few steps as he takes it. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Jose
Digging in
Ramirez.
once again, Jose Ramirez. He'll swing it from the left side right here. The 3-1 pitch. Hit hard up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. 6 innings are in the books, all square, 4-4. Back here in Cleveland, it's on to the 7th inning now, but before the inning gets started, let's fill you in on what you may have missed. It's our game summary to this point. Nick Goody is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Nick Goody.
Here's Leonis Martin. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when his pitcher's missing like he is.
The 1-2 is down low, and he gets the call. Strike 3 looking.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Stepping in now, Jose Iglesias. Iglesias in front, 3-1. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Line drive to center field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
First baseman number 24, Miguel Cabrera.
The first baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. He steps in off a base hit in his last at bat. A little bit outside. 2-1. The 2-1 makes him check his swing, but he went around for a strike. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. The 2-2 one more time is looked at for ball 3.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Nick Castellanos now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Ready with the 3-0 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Kipnis is there. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Digging in and looking for more, Edwin Encarnacion.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
The 2-1 home. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Ready for another chance? Brandon Geyer, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Standing in now, Lonnie Chisenhall. Hit out towards second. Goodrum is up with it. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. 8th inning coming up, and we are tied 4-4. Dan Otero is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Dan Otero.
Jacoby Jones the next to hit. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
And that one just missed outside. Otero, a right-hander standing 6'3". This is his first year at the big league level. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, that's ball 3. The Tigers would love to get a leadoff walk to start this inning.
Set. Here's the 3-1. There's that little sinker right over the outside corner.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball is going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Digging in to try it again, James McCann. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two. Hit down the line at first. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here he comes again, 1-2. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. The 2-2. Popped up. Kipnis is under it, makes the play, one away.
Now batting, number 22.
Next for the Tigers, number 22, a hit in 2 tries so far. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. Pitch popped up. Perez waits on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, second baseman, Nico Goodrum.
Now in the box, Nico Goodrum. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Geyer has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. And we are tied 4-4. Daniel Stump is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 68, Daniel Stump.
In now for Cleveland, Tyler Naquin. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-1 home. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 1-2 is a slider taken for a ball. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
The catcher, number 55, Roberto.
Ready for another shot now, Roberto Perez. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. The 3-1 pitch. Taken, strike 2. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. We're in the 8th inning now of a 4-4 ball game. Into the corner and slicing foul. Another full count pitch home. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Striding in for the Indians, Bradley Zimmer. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Taking all the way that time, it's 3-1. The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a liner. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap. That inside-out swing as a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Indians fail to score. Score remains tied at 4. And welcome back to our MLB Network broadcast from Progressive Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Striding into the box, Dixon Machado. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set, and the 3-1 pitch. And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Leonis Martin. Go-ahead run at first. Nobody out. Now the 0-2 pitch, and a sinker dips too low there, into the dirt in fact. Hit in the air out to left field. Geyer giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Ready now, Jose Iglesias. It's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. The 3-0. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
Fastball right back to the mound. One there. Back to first. A double play, and we stay tied heading to the bottom of the 9th. Nothing doing here this half. The Indians looking to send their fans home happy. Bottom of the 9th coming up. So here's Francisco Lindor now. The 2-2. High and deep to right center. And this is down for extra bases. And there's your winning run, moving into scoring position. And he is in at third safely, so the winning run is 90 feet away with nobody out.
And this is what good Major League hitters do with a pitch on the outer half. They don't try to do too much with it. Just square it up the best you can and drive it to the opposite gap. By the time the outfielders react and get to it, he's well on his way to third.
And is the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. And he has a great opportunity to win it here. Winning run at third base, nobody out. The 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a ground ball, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Kipnis is retired, and there's one away.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Into the box now, Jose Ramirez. Count remains full.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
So there's ball 4. And it wouldn't surprise me a bit to see the next guy get 4 wide ones as well.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Drew Verhagen is called upon to get the final 2 outs of the 9th and send this one into extra innings. Edwin Encarnacion will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. The 1-1 pitch. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
And it's fouled away. Now a move over to first. And a dive, but he's back. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Struck him out. A huge punch out there, and the winning run stays anchored at third with 2 gone now.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Next for the Indians is the designated hitter, Brandon Guyer. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
The 3-1 pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 3-2 pitch. There's ball 4.
Looked like he might have got squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
And it'll appear as though we'll see a pinch runner now as Rajay Davis takes over on the base paths.
Rajay Davis.
Lonnie Chisenhall will stand in. A 2-out hit would win it. Fastball or wild pitch would do the trick just as well. Big spot here. Possible winning run at third. 2 down. Hard liner to center field. Number 22 is there now to put this one away for the 3rd out as they'll strand that potential go-ahead run at third base. 3 left for the Indians. This game's all tied at 4. Rajay Davis will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Playing left field, number 26.
Andrew Miller takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
Number 24, Andrew Miller.
The First baseman Miguel Cabrera stands in. It was a walk in his last trip. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
This is what a power pitcher will do to you if he executes his pitches. That was a 3-pitch strikeout, and with the kind of stuff that he has, it's not uncommon for him to absolutely dominate certain guys.
Into the box, Nicholas Castellanos. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Jacoby Jones the next to hit. Here's a topper fouled off to the right, and that'll even the count at 2-2. The 2-2 gets him swinging. He struck him out. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. A chance to win it now as we head to the bottom of the 10th. Still tied. Now to the plate, Tyler Naquin. And he missed again, high and away this time. 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. There to take it is the sure-handed Iglesias. 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Roberto Perez.
Stepping into the box, Roberto Perez. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
Stepping into the box, Bradley Zimmer has got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Three and 2 to the Indian center fielder. Francisco Lindor waits on deck. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with a strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Stepping in now, Francisco Lindor. 2-1 now to the Tribe's leadoff man. Now the 2-1. Hard liner toward short. Oh, and this goes right past him. Throw comes in quickly, but the winning run is in scoring position now with 2 away. Chalk that one up as an E6, and he really can't believe it out there. And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis, as he'll look to get the ball into the outfield and bring home what would be the winning run from second base. Hit out towards second, reined in. Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. Indians strand a couple, still all square at 4 apiece. Digging in once again, James McCann. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Drilled to the right side. And that will get through into right. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning.
Hey, I can't imagine that's the pitch he was looking for right there. But he did his best to keep his nose in there and drive that changeup for a base hit.
Standing in now, number 22. Now a bunt attempt here, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Still showing bunt with 2 strikes, but he pulls it back. 3-2.
Yeah, now you've got a guy up there trying to give you an out by bunting. So the last thing you want to do is waste pitches and maybe put yourself in a situation where you could walk him.
Now the 3-2 pitch. A square to bunt, and it's popped up. And the catch is made for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman,
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nico Goodrum, looking to change his fortunes here. 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts so far in the game. Now the 0-2 pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Gone. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
In now, Dixon Machado. Liner towards second. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
up next for the Tigers, left fielder, Leonis Martin.
So back to the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Leonis Martin. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Machado leads off first with 1 away. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Missed with a slider. Jose Iglesias waits on deck. Still only one out in the inning. Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Third baseman, number 1.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Into the box now, Jose Iglesias. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed, and what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
Skied into straightaway right.
Heading after it is Naquin.
And that ends the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and 2 left. One last shot here as we go to the bottom of the 11th now. It's the Tigers 6 and the Indians 4. Shane Green takes the mound in a safe situation as he'll try and make sure this one doesn't reach the 12th.
Shane Green.
Ready once again, Jose Ramirez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. This pitch is popped up, and there's the first out.
The batter, number 10, designated hitter.
Ready for another shot now. Edwin Encarnacion. He went down on strikes last time up. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
3-1 count, tying run on the on-deck circle. You have to be very careful right here to make a quality pitch on 3-1.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Three-2 pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Set. Here's the 3-2. He loses him on ball 4.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's Rajay Davis now. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Encarnacion, base runner at first with 1 out.
First baseman, number 8.
Ready for another chance? Ronnie Chisenhall. And looking to improve on a 1-for-5 effort so far. Drilled on the ground to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Right fielder, number 30.
So striding in, Tyler Naquin, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 1-1 home. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Jones going back on it. Ball game! The run swing, and he unloads the bases on that one. And none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Man, I guess a regular walk-off wasn't enough for him, so he blasts a grand slam in the final at bat to win this thing. I've seen a lot of things in my day, but that was something very special.
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
When you walk up to the plate and hit a walk-off tater, you're probably going to be the player of the game, and that was a clutch swing of the bat, and he'll be riding high on that one for a while, I'm sure.
Eight to 6, the final score tonight. Andrew Miller claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plezak, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Cleveland Indians, 8 runs on 11 hits, 1 error, and 13 runners left on base. For the Tigers, 6 runs, 11 hits, 1 error, and 11 runners left on base. The winning pitcher is Andrew Miller. His record is now 1-0. The loss goes to Shane Green. He falls to 0-1. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 43 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Progressive Field, 43,345. The Indians thank you for your continued support and remind you, please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.
good.